let's just go top to bottom. I mean, Reddit is just absolutely on fire today. I mean, there's so many things. Rekkles is set to join T1 Esports Academy. This is insane. He'll play in LCK Challengers next year. I don't even understand what is happening. Is it because they think that Rekkles veteran status is going to be able to benefit everyone, or do they think that like Rekkles might be the next carrier of support? Because like obviously T1 Academy is a very like highly sought after place for up and coming players to be. So they have a good reason obviously to go for Rekkles over any other support. So apparently he's reached a verbal agreement to join T1 Esports Academy. The European star is set to compete in LCK Challengers next year. During the recent Worlds event, various sources have informed Cheap Esports that Rekkles was frequently seen at the T1 facility in Seoul. Additionally, other sources have confirmed that Rekkles was participating in scrims with T1 Academy during that period. Despite considering other options in LEC, he has finalized an agreement with T1. And okay, yes, I mean, it is going to capture the attention of many fans, for sure, because it's fucking T1, the most popular league team in the world. They just won Worlds. Everyone's eyes are on everything that they do from now until pretty much forever. And says here they have a history of promoting players from their academy team, such as Zeus. But in this case, you know, I'm not trying to in any way diminish Rekkles as a player, but I feel like this is so insane. It would be unthinkable for him to be promoted first year playing support competitively and in Korea and on T1. It's just like there's like so many things going against him being able to get promoted, but if he did, holy shit, Rekkles would be like fucking a even more of a legend than he already is, because role swap, go to the biggest team, the best team in the world, the one that just won Worlds, and then get promoted to their main team. The shoes that he has to fill Carria's spot, to take over that spot, is just ridiculous. So yeah, I think this is insane news. I mean, what do you guys think? I feel like he could obviously be a great player, and I was thinking, well, Rekkles is probably switching to support. AD carries a really competitive role. Maybe he'll end up on an LEC team in due time. But like, this is just so unexpected. And yeah, okay. So language barrier for support specifically. It's more so for Rekkles. I mean, yeah, of course, it's a huge reach for Rekkles, but I'm asking the question. It makes sense that Rekkles would want to join T1. What reason does T1 have to go for him? I'm always like, you have to think about who has the tough decision to make, and I think T1 had the tougher decision to make. For him, joining at T1 Academy is a no-brainer. It's historical, but they obviously see something in his play or in his presence that other teams don't. I think support not being able to communicate with the rest of the team is going to be really tough. I mean, support and jungle are probably okay. Like let me rank this by order of importance. I think AD carry is probably the least important role to communicate, and that is because a lot of the decisions that you make are scripted, and there's obviously other roles have way more flexibility in the decisions that they make, up to maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. And then AD carry gets a lot more agency and is able to do stuff that is more creative or like more kind of like off script. I think support, jungle, and mid are probably the least scripted roles, and I would rank those. It's pretty tough, but in terms of communication, I think jungle and then mid and then support. So yeah, like support is kind of like in the middle, but I think the drop off between like support and top support and AD carry in terms of like how important them being able to communicate is so big. So, let's just say like jungle, it's a 9 out of 10 importance. Mid, it's an 8 out of 10 importance. Support is like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 importance. And I think like top, it's like a 5, right? And then AD carry, it's like a 4. And some examples of that would be like the Shy, or like really any LPL team where the top laner is Korean and doesn't really speak too much Chinese. So it's just weird. Okay, anyways, what is he going to be able to say, guys? Like, is he going to be able to communicate, like, I'm up tempo on their support? Can I roam mid? If I come top, is it a dive? Like, I don't think he's going to be able to communicate really any of the stuff that is, like, so impactful as a support player. Because really support is about working with your teammates to make the best plays with the timings you get. And whether the best plays is like a gank, a dive, like a defensive ward, an aggressive jungle ward. Like, I think these things, it doesn't ever happen in isolation. And I think like Carrier said once, you guys shouldn't be, talking to like the solo queue players and like the regular players of the game. Like, don't play support Caitlyn because you are not Carrier and your teammates are not T1. And that just really goes to show like, it's not just him doing stuff and picking things and making them work and making plays by himself in isolation. Obviously, he does everything in tandem with his teammates with the set plan. So I am like very interested to see how this goes, because if it goes well, Rekkles is going to be holy shit. Like, that will just be such a unbelievable thing for him to make happen.